see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face.
Oh, I'm from Brooklyn.
Hey, get any.
Hey guys, Keith Engle for TGI Sports Talk. I'm here with the Northeast Streaming Sports and Zodiac TV Global Sports Update, Thursday, May 27th, almost Memorial Day. Hard to believe we've gotten this far. Beautiful morning here in East Greenbush, New York. We got a bunch of sports. Let's get right to it because we don't have much time, obviously. In Major League Baseball yesterday, the Orioles lose their 9th in a row, 3-2 to the Twins, who have quietly won 4 in a row, trying to sneak back into the AL Central race after a horrendous start. They were my pick to win that division, as many of you know. Michael Pineda gets the win, former Yankee, the guy with the $100 million arm and 10-cent head. The Orioles, by the way, are competing. We got quite a race for the worst team in baseball right now. No, not a very distinguished honor, but the Orioles, the Tigers, the Pirates, the Rockies, and the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks lost their 10th in a row yesterday to the Giants 5-4. And these teams are just going nowhere, guys. And they are just, I mean, I can't even describe. I don't have words to describe how bad these 5 teams are. And they're going to have quite a race for the worst team in baseball. Elsewhere, the Cardinals shut out the White Sox 4-0. Behind the pitching of John Gant. He's now 4-3. Rondon did go 6 innings, only gave up an earned run, but the White Sox could not generate any offense in this game. The Athletics win 6-3 over the Mariners to keep their lead in the AL West. The Angels win 9-8 over the Rangers. Where else we want to go? The Cubs and Pirates. I mentioned the Pirates, how bad they are. Cubs 4-1. Cubs are a bit of a surprise. They're now 28-20, 26-22, hanging in there in the Central. And I thought they were going to struggle, but they're keeping it together. Their pitching is not great, but it's doing okay. Trevor Williams yesterday, 6 solid innings for the Cubs. The Mariners 4-2 over the Phillies. Aaron Nolan, a hard luck loser here for the Phillies. And Ross Ditweiler gets the win for Miami. And Donnie Baseball keeps doing some amazing things in Miami. They are not, they're hovering around 500, but they're staying in the race in that division, which nobody's going to run away with. The Nationals 3-0 over the Reds yesterday. The Tigers 1-0. They did get a win yesterday over the Indians. Boy, you can't lose to these teams. The Rays 2-1. The Rays have taken over first place by half a game over the Red Sox in the American League East. Tyler Glasnow last night with a great 8-inning performance. No earned runs, 3 hits. Great job for Glasnow. The Astros beat the Dodgers. Obviously, an interesting rivalry has developed between these two teams because of the sign stealing debacle from 2018, I guess. I've lost track of years. Maybe it was 19. And when the Astros had beaten the Dodgers in the World Series. The Padres beat the Brewers 2-1. The Brewers very, very up and down all year. And they're trying hard to stay in the Central race with the Cardinals and the Cubs. But they just, they win 2, they lose 3. They win 3, they lose 2. They just can't get it going. But the Padres, they stay right near the top of the AL West with the Giants and the Dodgers. I don't think the Giants can stay with those two teams, but we'll see. And there were a few postponements yesterday. The Yankees and Mets both postponed due to weather, which is probably best because both teams are really hurting right now. The Mets injury list continues to grow. Dominic Smith got hurt before Wednesday's game. That didn't happen. Pete Alonso got hurt this week. Obviously, Conforto and maybe it's Conforto and actually Alonso are out till late June at best. J.D. Davis is out, Taijuan Walker, and maybe most significantly yesterday for Met fans, Noah Syndergaard, pitching in a rehab game in Single A, stopped after 1 inning with elbow soreness. Not a good sign, Met fans, as he's coming back from Tommy John surgery. So we'll see what happens there. And the Yankees, just as bad, or if not worse. Stanton, I guess the good news is he's expected back on Friday, but he's only, a couple days away from getting hurt again. Corey Kluber, who just pitched a no-hitter a week ago, had to leave the game with shoulder tightness. His next start, he's got what's something called scapular strain in his shoulder. Not good news, guys. It's shoulder issues that have kept Kluber from being himself these last few years, and he's out at least 2 months. Luke Voigt hurt himself as well. I believe an oblique strain again. I mean, what's with the oblique strains, guys? God, I don't know how these guys train. It's baseball. But he's out indefinitely. Hopefully he will come back soon. Aaron Hicks is likely out for the season. As we know, the Yankees are in some depth problems right now. They have some serious issues they have to deal with to get it together. One other note in injury-wise, Carlos Ozuna for Marcelo Ozuna for the Braves is out at least 6 weeks, I believe, with a broken fingers. And Mickey Callaway, the noted, I don't even know, the man with the sexual indiscretions who managed the Mets and supposedly the Indians, and the Mets knew a lot of things that he was doing, currently was working for the Angels. He's been fired by the Angels and suspended by Major League Baseball and put on the ineligible list through at least the end of 2022. A pretty sordid story there. Moving to the NBA, guys. We're into the heart of the playoffs. Last night, the Knicks in an exciting game in front of 15,000 people. The Garden was full, almost full. And it was an exciting atmosphere for Knicks fans. Their first playoff win in 2,923 days, guys. Awesome job by the Knicks. Fell behind early in this game, or behind by 15 near halftime, and they made some great halftime adjustments. Finally benched Peyton to start the second half, along with Noel, which I was a little surprised about. But they turned it around, end up handily beating the Hawks by 19 to even that series at 1 game apiece. Excitement back in the Garden. Nothing is better for the NBA than for the Knicks to be relevant. The 76ers wreck the night of the Wizards, 120-95. They've killed them twice in a row now. I thought the Wizards would have a punching chance in a couple of these games, but it doesn't look like it will be. That series is now 2-0, and Westbrook got hurt in this game and is putting up a big stink because popcorn was thrown at him, and LeBron James seems to be taking issue with that as well. I'm not sure why we are having these issues. I will say good morning to Dave Guyette this morning, by the way. Not going to get into a lot of comments this morning, Dave, because we're just doing a couple quick updates. So we'll get to your stuff this weekend, I promise. Also, the Jazz beat the Grizzlies to even that series after the Grizzlies had upset them in Game 1. They beat them 141-129. In a losing cause, Jay Morant scored 47 for the Grizzlies. Great job there, but you saw the scores. Since we weren't here yesterday, I will give you the scores from Tuesday night. The Nets handily beat the Celtics 130-108 to take a 2-0 lead in that series. Great job by Kevin Durant with 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the big three seem to be coming together just fine. And again, this series may end too quickly for them. They might be better off with it going 6 games. But we'll see. The Lakers come back and beat the Suns on the road, 109-102. Anthony Davis with 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. A great day for him. And they even had series at 1-1, and that's a big win for the Lakers right there, heading back home. And the surprising Mavericks keep it going. 127-121 over the Clippers. 2-0 lead heading back to Dallas. The Clippers getting ready to fold up again. And that's about it in the NBA. I don't really want to touch on anything else, so that'll be that. Let's jump to the NHL quickly. Last night's games. The Islanders. The enigmatic. How's that sound? Wow. You never know what to expect, Islanders. I guess that's better. Win 5-3 over the Penguins and wrap up that series 4-2. The Penguins were the number one seed in the East. Great job by the Islanders, playing some really good hockey. The way they finished up the season, it wasn't looking promising, but they have pulled off an upset here in the first round. The Lightning wrap up their series with their rival, the Panthers. The Florida teams went head-to-head here in the first round. 4-0 win for the Lightning. They win that series 4-2. And the Minnesota Wild stay alive. They've evened their series with the Golden Knights, one of the favorites in this tournament. 3-0 they win. The series is now tied at 3. Other NHL news, Wayne Gretzky has been hired by Turner Broadcasting to be an NHL analyst in their new TV deal. So they're going for a big name there. How good the big names will be, don't know. They don't always work out. But again, the name will at least help in the beginning. And real quickly wrapping it up today, in the NFL, a couple of pieces of news. The salary cap is increased to $208 million. Oh, and $208.2 million. That may be important to somebody somewhere along the line. And probably most importantly, a fine farewell to Adam Vinatieri, who's decided to retire after 24 seasons in the NFL, the NFL's all-time leading scorer, one of my favorite players, as he kicked the game-winning field goal or had the deciding field goal in 3 Super Bowls. The first 3 Super Bowls the Patriots won. And we thank Adam for those. That's not Adam Vinatieri. I know it's about the same size, but he is not Adam Vinatieri. So, again, great job by Adam Vinatieri. Great career. First ballot Hall of Famer, which is not often the case for kickers. I cannot imagine him not going in on his first try. Guys, that's it for today. We're going to go out. We're going to have a great Thursday. It's a beautiful day. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll have Andre Lacroix, former NHL and WHA player, the all-time leading scorer in the WHA, and he's got a book out called The Second Snowfall, My Life on and Off the Ice. We're going to talk to Andre about that more at 8 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow on TGI Sports Talk. This is Keith Engle. This has been the Northeast Streaming Sports and Zodiac TV Global Sports Update. Have a great Thursday, guys. See you later.